You know, I had almost forgotten that this is where we had left off last week. Until comments yesterday were talking about, Arach here, and then I went, damn it, that's right.
Yeah. Budico's Nurse Clinic of Love or whatever.
Although there was kind of an interesting question. I think it was Zed that brought it up.
Oh, yeah?
And I started to type something out for it, and then I went, you know what? This is actually interesting enough that maybe I'll just talk about it. Because... So the question was, obviously, every time we see her, I'm like, oh, it's like the worst character. I really wish that she would stop just being. And then, like, every time we see Akiha, we just give Akiha endless shit for being awful. So the question is, who's worse?
Oh.
Who's worse? Is it Arach or Akiha? Which is the worst character?
I have a hard time answering because I know spoilers, so...
Right. See, that's part of the thing, is that we don't really have the full context for Akiha, right? Because we're missing half of the game and most of the game where Akiha's shit is.
Yeah.
Right? Whereas we do have all of the information available about Arach at this point.
She's just like this.
So my thing is, design-wise, I actually really do like Arach.
It's good
I
design.
think she has great character design. I think her character design is actually more interesting than Akiha's, if I'm being honest. It's not that Akiha has bad design. It's just I think hers is more interesting in general.
Yeah, more visually interesting.
And comes possibly with Akiha having been designed 25 years ago, and
also Akiha's design is just inherently more traditional, frugal, not extravagant in any way.
This.
Yes. She doesn't pop with color like some of the new characters do.
But for my part, right, the interesting thing is that Akiha, I mean, they are both awful. They're both terrible characters so far.
Ouch.
Right? But Akiha is terrible, kind of specifically to Shiki for reasons that just are not clear yet. She's just an absolutely interminable bitch to him for thus far no adequately explored reason.
Okay.
I mean, we know not actually her brother, and her actual brother is a homicidal lunatic, but there's not really a strong, especially considering we know that she hung around the Arimas a whole bunch
she
early
didn't hang
on.
around the Arimas.
No, we know they told us she showed up the one time. She was out to a doctor's appointment or something. And she tried to come by to visit.
Was in the hospital,
right? So she clearly she was trying to maintain a connection at least for a little while.
Yeah.
So this is not a good way to go about rebuilding a relationship that clearly you wanted and still do want, because there's the rare moments of her stepping out of her bitchdom for 5 seconds to actually show she cares briefly before snapping back into being a raging bitch. So there's a character there that could be interesting and will be, I'm sure, in the later part. I don't know that I'll ever come to like her as a as a character, but I can see where she can go, right?
Okay.
And it's not that I hate every time she's on screen, because her interactions with Shiki are interesting, if nothing else. They give some really good time for Shiki to have some actually uncharacteristic comedy sometimes, just because of the way he deigns to deal with her. Whereas every time Arach is on screen, I just wish she wasn't. Every time I see her or have to think about dealing with her, I'm just could we just not? Could this just not be in the game? She just doesn't feel like she's supposed to be here at all.
She's not.
I mean, a bunch of the stuff that, Noelle's not supposed to be here either, but she doesn't feel out of place. Arach just feels wrong, and every interaction that she has with Shiki just feels bad. I like her design a lot, but I really just do not like her as a character in any way. Whereas, like, Akiha, at least... Akiha clearly has some reasons we just haven't seen yet for whatever's going on with her. Plus, you know, whatever has to do with that weird hair color changing magical bullshit from Type Lumina.
Okay, I mean, that's Red Garden.
Yeah, it's going to be something on Farside.
Yeah.
Obviously. Because they're sure as shit not going to talk about it here, evidently.
Because, once again, it used to be one package, so you just had to play a little longer to get Akiha's story.
Right.
But now you have to wait years for Nasu to finally release it.
You have to wait for Nasu to stop fucking around on all of the projects he's working on and just finish one already!
Yeah.
For God's sake, Nasu, just listen. Just, I don't care which one. Just pick one and finish it. And then move on to the next one and finish that. Like, stop trying to juggle 3 separate projects simultaneously.
Well...
And you might get... At least Girl's work isn't his fault. That's being written by somebody else.
Oh, okay.
Technically. Right?
Well,
but
yeah.
It's just his company.
Yeah, hopefully Fate Extra Record does come out in 2025, and then we can get that off.
But wasn't this supposed to come out last year?
I don't know. I only saw 2025.
I mean, Extra Record, you've got Mahoyo 2, you've got Red Garden, you've got the fucking...
Mahoyo movie.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to write that.
Yeah.
Ufotable just has to animate things that already were written.
Yeah, hopefully.
Like, that's on them.
He's got to finish Part 2 of
He's got to finish... Right. Yeah, he's got to finish Ordeal Call.
Yeah, and hopefully get an actual ending on that arc.
Like...
Yeah, it's a bit...
Grand Order's live service. Just finish Ordeal Call. Finish writing Ordeal Call. It doesn't matter how long it takes to release it. Finish writing it, and then move the fuck on to finish Mahoyo, and then finish Red Garden. It's not that hard. Just pick one, finish it, move on. But yeah, no.
Yeah, so...
Like, of Arach and Akiha, who are by far my least favorite characters in this game, like by a huge margin. No, it's Arach by a country mile. Like, she's just awful.
Doesn't have the upsides, huh?
No, it's all downside with her. She's just weirdly creepy every time she shows up. The entire energy around her is just exhausting to deal with.
She is very manic, yes.
Like, I cannot handle her in any way. Anyway, give me the super painful one that doesn't do shit.
Yes, that's
I would like to pretend I'm Shiro Emiya for the next couple of days.
Yeah.
They say if it tastes bad, it must be good for you. But this injection is the opposite. My curiosity is peaked. Fucking hell.
What? Hey! What does it do? Scorpio?
You're not Shonagon.
Yeah, she's kind of like a hyper zoomer, isn't she?
Stop trying to be Shonagon.
Oh God. Oh.
やっぱり普通のにしとかない？予防接種は大事だけど、私の場合やりすぎると大ごとになっちゃうし。
Do we have to confirm our option here?
そう。今ならまだ間に合うわ。気を落ち着けてボタンを外して。
Button your shirt, think
急いで
carefully.
洗濯をやり直して。
Don't you just need to like
なんて好き
put it
や
in
り
the
ほら
arm? Oh.
She moves lightning fast.
Never mind, she couldn't resist.
Disinfect, stab,
Lick.
inject, lick, taste, smile.
She
I need an adult.
she enjoyed that way too much.
Professor Arach finishes the vaccination in 10 seconds flat. That's the other thing about Akiha. Akiha protects us from this lunatic.
Yeah, there is that.
Right?
Yeah.
And this lunatic does not protect us from Akiha.
That's true,
So, when you've got two awful people, and one of those awful people is protecting you from the other awful person, so you have to deal with them less, they're clearly the lesser of the two awful people by default.
Yeah, lesser of two evils, I can see that. Wow, that looks normal.
Yeah. Then puts the apparatus, which doesn't look like your average single-use syringe, into a case with a strange design.
Yeah.
It's like a big metal case. It says KC on the front.
でどうだったあまりの痛みに腰抜けちゃったしきちゃんのバージン奪っちゃった
What?
What was it supposed to do?
It's supposed to? I thought this was an injection, not a fucking fleshlight.
Well, I mean...
よちよち一人で立てませんかならそこのベッドまで連れて行ってあげまちゅね
I think he's okay, right?
Are you talking to Shiki or his penis? I'm very confused.
その後は悪いところを取り出す手術とかやっちゃう麻酔なしの
Oh, God, that's a new
恋のオ
one.
ペレーションになっちゃうけど
Okay.
That's looking like either One Piece or like Soul Eater or something.
Yeah, right?
Oh boy. Yeah, her fingers are wiggling.
They even gave her like the angry line eyebrow.
Yeah, I know.
What the hell?
Extra malicious in this one.
Takeuchi,
What did you do?
what were you smoking? Dr. Arach reaches her hand towards me, her fingers wriggling and writhing, but
How do I put this?
全然痛くなかったです。
But it didn't hurt.
I braced myself for the pain, but none came. The only thing that hurt was Professor Arach's incessant babbling.
嘘あ本当だ脈も瞳孔も異常なしなんて当たり前だっつーのだって今のインフルエンザの予防接種じゃなくてただの栄養剤だから
Homemade vitamin
私
supplement.
特製のビタミン剤を
In
食ら
that
うという
strange
のだわ
red goth looking syringe.
なんだってそんなことを。
だってしきちゃんここのところ精力的に活動してるんでしょなら体力はつけておかないと
This part here?
どうせもう予防接種なんて間に合わないんだし
What? Because he's already sick?
Meaning what exactly? It's like an anti-vampire vaccine and he's been near a vampire so he can't take it anymore? Like, what an odd thing to say. But just as I'm about to ask her to clarify,
残念時間切れ次の子が来ちゃったわ
are you expecting us to leave through the window?
I'm, not sure why it cut to the window, but okay.
Surprised, I look at the clock. Almost 7 minutes have gone by since I sat down. Everyone before me only took about 3 minutes each, so it makes sense that the next student would come in. I fix my clothes and leave the nurse's office.
Yeah.
As I do,
それじゃあねどうのしきくん
I don't like that you're using our full name.
See
どう
you
なるか
around.
楽しみにしていたけどまあ失敗することにも意味はあるものね
So I guess that shot didn't have the effect it was supposed to have or something?
Her strange remark stops me in my tracks. But only for a second. This has to be more of her usual crazy talk. On the other side of the curtain, Professor Arach's long hair sways like a spider hanging from its web.
Yep.
After an eternity of waiting, it's finally time. I don't think the morning classes have ever gone by so slowly. It's no exaggeration to say that each second felt like 10, but in the end, my patience prevailed. I made it to lunch without even faltering, let alone fainting, so I marched to the battleground in perfect condition. Just curious. Okay.
Yeah, alright.
Okay.
Oh, Ciel's legs.
Also that. But, okay. I think we might just be getting the rest of the choices as normal through day 15.
Yeah.
Through day 11.
Yeah, we'll play the day as normal until we get to the end, and then we'll go back.
Oh, my Lanta. This is gonna be a hell of a detour.
Yeah.
いや、まずは購買部だ。昼休みなんだから昼食を持っていかないと門前払いもあり得るぞ。
I best show up with curry bread, or Senpai will not let me chase her up the stairs and pick her up by the arm. Oh wait, she already didn't.
Yeah, he got a little weird that morning.
He got like possessed by Arihiko for like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Yo, see ya, Senpai. I'll get my own lunch, of course, but I should get something for Ciel too. Our relationship is probably past the point of my needing to present an offering, but I don't see any harm in going the extra mile today. I hit the brakes on my desire to go straight to the tea ceremony room and try to keep my cool as I head for the school store.
Okay. Yep. Get her a present as an offering.
I knock on the door of the tea ceremony room. Ciel would always come out to greet me here, but today seems to be different.
あ、遠野くんですね。すみません。今ちょっと手が離せなくて。
With a heart.
遠慮せず入っちゃってください。
Heart. Hey, did you make that homemade lunch for us today that you were supposed to make? Because you lost that bet or whatever? Ciel's dulcet tones ring out from inside the room. I have no idea what she's preparing, but her unusual cheer radiates a warm light. I'm pretty sure I heard a heart in that sentence. I'm sure the moment I slide the door open, it'll spill out into the hallway and turn the walls bright white.
すみません。それじゃあ失礼しますね、先輩。
I clear my throat and open the door. This is about to be the best lunch of my life. I enter the room without a doubt in my mind.
Totally.
カチャリ。
The door locked behind you?
I hear a clicking sound as the door closes on its own. Since when did this door have an automatic lock? Head tilted in confusion, I walk into the Japanese-style room.
いらっしゃい遠野くん。どうぞそこの座布団に座ってください。お茶も入ってますから。
Ciel?
Why did you bring that to school?
Ciel? I did see that in the save menu.
Yeah, I didn't process what it was for a second.
I thought I did, but I wasn't like 100% sure. I was like, maybe I'm just forgetting about a piece of furniture that's in that room. No, Ciel. Why? Why did you bring this giant gun and an axe to school? Like, what are you doing? Ciel gives me a warm welcome. Neatly laid out in the room are 2 cups of green tea, a pair of cushions, and a massive torture device I vaguely recognize.
Yeah. Is this because of what she did this morning? Is this his punishment for trying to pick you up?
Or is this for last night? When we, went looking for a vampire by ourselves.
Yeah. She might be a little angry about that.
先輩、それは。
ああ、どうぞ気にせずに安心してください。それは善良な人には反応しませんから。悪い人にしか聞かないんですよ。
I see.
Oh, well, that's good.
例えば、約束を守らない嘘つきとか。
Well, it's a good thing that I technically didn't break any promises.
Yeah, wow. Huh.
Okay, that would be unfortunate if I'd actually done that. Her perfect smile makes these words truly intimidating. This is no reward. It's a carefully staged ambush.
それは結構ですけど、なんだってそんな物騒なものをわざわざここに？
いいえ、ちょっと手入れをしていただけですよ。対はないのです。
Not
私的
currently.
に今のところは。
Why should I?
Yeah.
It sure sounds like she has something else in mind. She looks up at me with a wide grin on her face. This is bad. Worse than Flav. If I don't get out of here now, my life will be in danger.
まずは座りましょう、遠野くん。
Sit down.
Seiza
もちろ
style,
ん正
please.
座で。
On your knees.
ここ、お茶の間ですからね。
Ciel thwarts my escape with a perfectly timed move.
ですよね。
Ah.
座ります。
Slowly, I lower myself onto the cushion, tucking my knees under me. I miss the old Ciel who would cheerfully tell me to make myself comfortable.
Oh.
I cower before her, daring to say nothing. Anyone would, faced with the 1-2 combo of that smile and that weapon. Maybe you should try just picking her up again. That went well.
Yeah, that'd totally work out for you.
ところで、これのことですが。
Yes?
Ciel reaches for the weapon ever so naturally, like this is part of the tea ceremony. Then she uses it to stir her tea.
Yes.
Without so much as a grunt, she lifts it up. That hunk of metal looks like it's several times heavier than me.
本当は秘密なんですけど、遠野くんには一度見せていますから隠すこともありませんよね。
Oh, it was top secret, huh?
Oh, yeah.
これ
But he
は
saw it
大
already.
昔に作られた特別な道具を対吸血鬼用にリスト化したものです。遠野くんには何に見えますか？
Kind of like a gun, I guess, with a stock?
Kind of. My
Well,
first thought is it looks like a nightmare for the person at the wrong end of its barrel. But I bite my tongue and say that it looks like a big gun! Adding that it looks really cool.
yeah. Oh, wow. Amazing.
その通りです。これは私が持つ武器の中でも大き
One
なも
of
の
the
で、
biggest.
こ
Oh.
こから杭を打ち出して嘘つき。いえ、
Oh.
吸血鬼にお仕置きをする道具ですね。油圧式でしたが、それでは特殊環境下で故障する危険性が高いので、メイン動力は魔力による外部圧力に作り直しています。
Oh,
今まで
wow.
3体もの大物を仕留めた私の自慢の一品なんですよ。
Was that a Freudian slip? I don't think she said freezes my spine and shatters it to pieces.
Yeah.
But it looks like my off-the-cuff compliment saved my skin. Ciel's mood improved slightly after I praised her gun. Guess I should keep going with the flow.
それはすごい。私のってことは先輩の手製なんでしょうか、このでっかいの。
もちろんですとも。もともとはある用途のために作られた装置だったのですが、それは祭壇のようなもので持ち運べないサイズでした。
Like an oh, well,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm-
too big to carry around.
That's true. Altars are generally too big to carry around.
Yeah.
なので、それらを部分部分に解体したものの一つが
One of those
この
pieces.
杭打ち機、断罪師の武装です。